Welcome. We're live. Thank you for joining us. Kevo will be here in just a couple seconds when I get a thumbs up that he's ready to go. So we'll just bring in Kevo right now. Hey, Kevo.
I'm always ready to go, sir.
Well, yes, but I mean, you stepped away from the camera for a second during the pre-show, so I'm like, I want to make sure you're settled and happy and all that.
I was looking for the landing page for the special, and I still can't find one.
Yeah, I was looking last night. I was literally just bringing it up right now, and yeah. So we're still live. We're still gonna be live. We will do a new search in 25 minutes because it is entirely plausible that it's just being stupid. What the heck, Disney? Like, this is, I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing, quite frankly, at this point.
No, so many of these streaming apps have no idea what they're doing. The controls are all terrible. Everyone has certain things that are better on ones than on the other. It's exhausting.
It really is. What we need is like one unified thing where we can just like flip between different stuff and they're all the same. And, you know, maybe you just pay one fee every. Oh, shoot. I just invented cable. Oh, no. It's not the plan, people. It's not the plan. I mean, that's more or less what we've already done, but can we not? So yes. So as we wait, I wanted to do show off a few things that we did last week. Because we had a lot of fun. I had Nick Smith in here from Cosmic Mass Magazine, and we see, even as I search it, it's only it's like, here's Doctor Strange, Dr. Stephen Strange, Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Doom. Come on, really? Like, of all the searches right now, you'd think they'd be, I mean, the Doctor Who Special #1 shows there, but
Yeah, Nico suggested maybe it's going to be under that one as well, but it specifically says Special 1, and
yeah,
there's no other episode entries. So this is
exactly.
very strange.
I'll just research, like I said, I've got the search page up. I'll search again in 24 minutes now. But yeah, no, we had a lot of fun. I got to open a box yesterday. I was going to have a box opening today.
Nice.
The box I needed to open, it said it was going to be here between 10 and 2, definitely by 8, right? The usual FedEx kind of time frame of sort of. But it was in Tennessee. I'm like, it's noon. You're saying this is still in Tennessee, and I'm in central Alberta. Either your tracking is screwy, or it's not coming. The answer is it wasn't coming.
Yeah.
I got a different package, which I'll throw on one of my cool vests. I did a photo shoot for a company called Felix and Kitty, and they do like your Renaissance clothing, your corsets, your cloaks, all sorts of cool stuff. Absolutely amazing. And so they sent me a few things. I've got one of my assassin's vest sitting here because it kind of sort of matches this outfit. So I'll pull that up in a second here too. But yeah, Samlin Media Group. I don't see it. Still doesn't see it. Hello, Professor. Early, you are. Yes, I am. Sweet. So yeah, but I wanted to show off a little bit. So the first thing I want to show off is a little bit of self promotion is the Traveling.Ca. Every week we do a show called Slinging Paint. This is not me. I don't sling paint. I have no patience for that. I'm a photographer. But I have someone who comes on and does miniature painting for me. And for basically the lead up to the 60th, he was painting a little bit of the old FASA RPG miniatures. So I have those. Do I still have the photos? I brought the photos are in the clip, but I don't have them up here. That's okay. So I figured I'd bring that up. This is a couple of minutes. So I will bring that in, and we're gonna take a look-see at some. Flip to that paid view tab. There we go. Here we go. Turn that music in. Hey, what's up, Internet? Paparazzo Dave Chapman here. As most of you already know, when I'm not reviewing board games, I'm a host on a little show called The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Now, if I get very, very lucky, sometimes those two worlds get to interact. That's what happens just not that long ago when I got a chance to hype up one of my favorite people, the Therathole.Ca's very own paint slinger, James, as he was working on some of the old FASA miniatures from the Doctor Who role-playing game from 1985. Take a look at that in a segment we call It's the TARDIS.
I'm so glad you're dipping into the old one on one of your shows, right?
Yes, I am. I was just only going to see if I had the a clip there, but I don't have it immediately handy. Give me a sec. But yes, we do a show called on my channel, Slinging Paint, and I've got a guy. I don't paint miniatures. No way. But I do have someone who does that for me. Whoever was doing the Star Trek thing, he's actually a big part of the Klingons club here. Whoever it was doing that. Where is my home? Give me my videos, please. I can bring it up. But yeah, we've been doing the FASA stuff. So we a ways back did the 8th Doctor miniature from I took it down. Tales of the Dalek. But this time we've done view tab. We're doing the FASA miniatures, which I picked up at Who North America, outside Indianapolis. They've been on the show a few times. Amazing store. They've got a viewing room with stuff going. They've got a little mini museum of stuff. They've hosted people. They're such a great store. If you have a chance to go on the south end of, not far from the airport, in fact. If you got a long layover in Indianapolis, I don't know. Go take a cab there. But yeah, we did a three 1-hour episodes of it, and it's including Sergeant Benson. So we did a little bit of that. I'm gonna see if I can bring him up right here. And we're gonna mute that because you don't need that sound.
Wow.
You can see him painting that up. Let's see if we can find. And James is a fan. He's not a giant fan, but he is a fan. Yeah, he's got the great miniature glasses there. And we, as well as Sergeant Benson, we also have a Time Lord, a generic Time Lord, because in the role playing game, you get you can be your own Time Lord. You don't have to be the Doctor.
Those
and these
figures
are
were so cute. They were kind of squished down a little bit. So
yeah, they were a bit funky.
Mm-hmm.
You see, he's got a boombox. So he's got like almost a marching band, kind of an outfit there, and an old 80s boombox. Probably high tech at the time. But yeah, so that's what we've been doing over on that channel. I'll see if I can find the comparison pictures on my phone. But all right, for some reason I don't have my comparison picture. But yeah, there's the
yeah. See what I mean? A little bit squished, but
yeah.
Still awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere I had actually done up, and I thought I had it here, but I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Because one of the episodes that was on,
it looks just like him.
Yeah, like it's actually, they did aside from the cut, the weirdness of this thing, it did a really good, they actually did a decent job with these miniatures of the characters that existed.
It's really well painted.
Yeah. Oh, James does amazing work. He really does. We'll be starting here in the next, probably not this week. I think next week he's starting. Every Christmas for our Christmas series, we do War on Christmas Village. So he's going to be doing some of that coming up, which is some brilliant stuff. What else we got going here? This is what I do, is I talk about these games over on the Therathole.Ca. And my Doctor Who stuff also often shows up in wonderful magazines like Cosmic Mask. For my Doctor Who reviews for gaming, the Therathole.Ca/Who, I am having some website issues. That page is one of the ones that is been affected. So it is not quite up to date with my Doctor Who network. Looks like the TARDIS was high on coffee and couldn't take it. Caffeine overload. Cheers.
That was an S audio clip. Good grab. You're muted.
There we go. Yes, I am.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I love throwing in like the random when I do the bits of the TARDIS. I love. Oh, hold on. Wait. No. Sorry. It continued playing, but not one of my things. It was the history of the animated Superman or something.
Well, we didn't get that out here, so you were fine.
No, I pulled it out of the going, but I couldn't hear myself, and you would have heard it through my mic in a second. But yeah, no, so that was slinging paint. That was one of the things we showed off. I promised the vest.
Cool.
It's a little this is their assassin style. That they have this one's got a collar, but they've got one with the hood. And it was very nice and very fancy and very comfortable.
Very sleek.
It is. I love it. The other stuff's upstairs. I got a little pirate shirt with the poofy sleeves, and a little bit fancier that I can wear it as a out to dressy things vest as well.
Nice.
They do great stuff. Eventually, I'm going to put those up on my photo page as well. Some of the shots from that. But yeah, no, we had a ton of fun showing those off, and of course we also showed off a bunch of the Doctor Who role playing game and
Very
Doctors
nice.
and Daleks, and I have another clip of that I can bring up in a second. Let's take a look at a few more things here. Janine's can't watch fully till tonight. Cool, Janine, glad you're here. We're hoping that we can still do this live because it is still not showing up. I checked during that. Hey, Ramona.
Is it the same time? Do we know? Did they say
supposed to be.
6:30?
It's
Okay.
supposed to be. Oh, Ramona's got a review of Star Beast. That was not Nick live, just
Nice.
for the record. That was from last week that you were just watching.
Good
Andrew.
phone.
Huh. Yes, we know. I know about Henry Cavill. I didn't know Peter Cushing though. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
Mark, howdy ho, howdy ho. Tis the season for a little bit of Towley and a little bit of Mr. Hanky. One thing we learned from the TARDIS likes tea, but not coffee. Valid.
That seems.
From White and Cold UK. It's -6 here, so I don't know what it is over there at the moment. Yeah, 6:30 here in the UK, 1:30 Eastern, which again is coming up in 13 minutes. So, in theory, we'll do it again. Basically, I'm just delete the letter and do a new search, and we'll see if it pops up. And nope, still nothing. All right, that's fine. Hi all, has Wild Booze? No, it has not shown up, Christoph. I was just searching right as you made that comment. -2 in the UK. Okay, that is reasonably chilly. It's true.
I wonder if they just found that putting up the landing page early didn't get any extra engagement, so why bother? Because if you want to watch it, you're gonna go look when you know it's supposed to drop. So if it doesn't pop up until that time, it doesn't really matter. Someone needs to get paid to do that work. So like, why pay someone to do it early when they can just do it when it's time?
They're all on salary. They don't.
Who knows? In this economy, I doubt that. They're all on salary. No, everyone's working minimum wage.
For Disney Plus, or at least they're getting regular hours, if nothing else. They're not getting paid by the page they make. I'm fairly certain. And first special was announced a few hours. It was announced a couple of days in advance. But the landing page was a little bit late in getting up. It's true. Still about a day or two. Second has not shown up yet. No, it has not. Thanks for responding while I was writing the rest of my comment. No worries. That's what we try to do. We do try and bring up our comments. So if you're new here, by all means, chat in the chat. Wherever it is that you are watching this, if you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this on YouTube, on Twitch, wherever you are, make sure you're liking, subscribing, all of those other things that content creators ask you to do. I just taught them a lesson because I looked for it at 9 a.m. Eastern. Yep. Yeah, I've been looking since last night, waiting, just like, come on. But I don't get it. I just don't get what they're doing. So we've got about 10 minutes. Let me just check how long this other video is. And 9 minutes. So I'll bring that up. And we can check it. I can call it out later as well. Not a problem. And hopefully we will find it. I'm excited, but we kind of need a thing. Share screen. Nope, that's not it. That's the one we want. Oops.
What's up, Internet? Paparazzo Dave Chapman here. Now, when I'm not reviewing board games, I'm the co-host on a little show called The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And when I'm very lucky, those two worlds get to collide. That's what happened just not that long ago when I got to do a box opening and show off some of the Doctor Who role-playing game by Cubicle 7. So take a look in this little segment we call Bits of the TARDIS.
We can keep talking, but I think do we want to see what's in this box?
I really want to see what's in that box.
So this is like I said, this is a big box. This is almost 20 pounds.
It's bigger than your head.
It is bigger than my head. It's almost bigger than my torso, and it's not. It's almost full. The only reason I opened this is because it's not quite full, and got kind of beat up a little bit. I want to make sure the contents were safe and secure. We're going to start.
Oh, so what is in 60 Years of Adventure?
So this is book 1 of 2. So you can see back here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
those are the original source books.
Mm-hmm.
For one for each Doctor. And the first 11 of them, they came out. They didn't quite come out one a month, but almost one a month for the 50th anniversary. At the bottom, you can't see it. There's the 50th anniversary logos at the bottom of each of those. So for the 60th, this is now the first edition of, for those who are not up to date, this is the Doctor Who role-playing game from Cubicle 7. They're now into a second edition. I've got the source book up there, back there, or the new rule book. They've tightened it up a little bit, but those are all first edition. And obviously you can see they've got the logo, and BBC has kind of changed their logoing policy for Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a thing. But so what they did this time is this is the first 8 Doctors.
Okay.
So this is not quite. This is a lot of the information that's in those same source books. Condensed down. So they still touch on basically every one of their adventures. You've got, and each of the Doctors has their own adventures. That's some of the original stuff. Yeah, there's an adventure that goes through each Doctor. With that little stone there.
That sounds really cool for a person like me who has no shelf space and is trying to move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then once you get through these first 8 Doctors, you got the new ones. Now this only goes up to Jodie. This goes up to 13. The source book for 13 is coming in the new year. You can get the PDF already on Drive-Thru-RPG and through Cubicle 7. You can also order. None of these, for the record, none of these are available yet. These
now you tell me.
These will you can order. These ones will be available in a few weeks. Basically just shipping. So then they rushed these over to me to be able to show off to you guys.
Yes.
But they go through, and this is the most you get.
Okay. Yeah, I wondered.
Yeah. So they talk about it. They reference it. David's on the cover twice.
It's going to happen.
And which I both love and hate, because everyone always says, David Tennant is a vampire. He didn't age. You can see how much he aged.
Mm-hmm. That's
when,
right.
when you look at that. But yes, the adventure that starts in this carries through as well. So you've actually got a 13-part story. I think it's actually 14 parts, because there is a final one. I don't remember if it's a separate adventure that wraps everything up, or if it was attached to 13.
Yeah.
But these are really well done. I'm in the process of writing about them already. So they'll be in Cosmic Gas magazine eventually.
Eventually.
Here's the first and 5th Doctor from Classic Who. I'm that's one of the things and this is one of my few criticisms about this, is they don't bring in David Bradley. They talk about his appearances, but they don't actually. All the pictures are still Hartnell. So I got more in here.
Interesting.
More
goodies. Show us some more goodies.
So this is an entire The Secrets of Scaravore.
Oh, it looks cool.
This is an adventure path, an entire set of adventures. Again, I haven't cracked any of these. I have seen the PDF of this, but I've not actually dug into it. Specifically because, actually, I'll come back to specifically why in a minute. I'm going to put this over here instead of in my other pile. I've also
So
got
you need the core rule book to play that.
correct.
kind of
That is
multiple, right?
entirely adventure. Now you can, and especially those source books, but all of these are really good for just straight up free reading.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this is still good storytelling. That's something that Cubicle 7 has done absolutely amazing in all of their Doctor Who books, and really all of their books in general.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So good. So I'm looking forward to going through and actually reading this full. Do I reread them or display them? No, I have gone through all of them. I've reviewed most of them. I have temporarily stopped on some of the older ones. I have to redo this web page, but all of my Doctor Who reviews are at Therathole.Ca/who. But I was saying earlier, I started with 8, and I've been working my way backwards through those reviews, and then I'm working my way a little bit forward. So I've got 12 in there. I've got 9 in there. I'll get to the other ones. But I've got all of these second edition books now, so I don't know when I'll get to 4. But no, I've gone through all of these. And one thing I've said, I will always say about these books, if you were to go to a student and say, hey, student, we're going to give you, you have to write a report. You have to write a biography on a fictional character. Okay, I want to do the Doctor. I would give them that in a heartbeat.
Mm.
They add so much a weird amount of context that you can miss. Especially for some of the old ones. I've gone back and gone, wait a minute, what? And gone back and rewatched certain things going, oh, I missed that. So they
care
sorry?
about this.
Exactly, and they really do. More coffee. But yes, Adventures in Space is another source book. This has alien creation rules in it, so you can create new species, new adversaries. It's got spaceships in it, so this is it's still going to be good as far as storytelling because they always are. But this is going to be a great addition if you're playing the game, whether you're running it or you're playing in it. They're both going to be great. There is a collector's edition of the. I'm just going to knock that down. This is the collector's edition, which I've not opened. I'll open this up in a couple of weeks on the air of the core rule book.
Yeah.
Which, since I pulled this down, looks like that now. So yes, so I've got this other box inside of a box. We're going to turn it, and it's a nice big box. And there seems to be a look. Can you see that? Can you see that? You totally see that, right? It's not totally. It was so much effort to not open this. It showed up Thursday. It was supposed to show up yesterday. It was supposed to show up yesterday night, and it showed up Thursday afternoon. I'm like,
talk about having the patience of a saint,
right? So yes, that was I'm not on mute. Good, I'm not on mute. Yeah, that was that was last week showing off the Doctor Who role-playing game. What was inside that box? Well, I mean, you know, there was another thing there, but we're not.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. I did show it off, and I'll have an edit of my looking at that. Yeah, probably
last week. Yeah,
exactly. And we can look at it after this as well. Meanwhile, we're just like, okay, it is 11:30. Let's just see if it searches properly. There we go. There we go.
Do you have one? No.
If you search up your Doctor Who right now, you should see it. We're going to go on mute. Kevo, I think, is going to go off camera as well, which is fine. Yeah. We're going to watch this all together. Please have a conversation in the chats, but we're going to be silent on screen until it ends. So here we go. Oh, and spoilers will happen. Don't forget the spoilers will happen.
I'm gonna jump out and try to find it on mine because I still don't have it. So good luck. Enjoy, I guess.
We'll wait. I'll wait like 15 seconds for other people to keep searching. Then, but yeah, go ahead, jump out, come back. You'll be back afterwards, and we'll We'll
Yes.
make things happen. All right, I'm giving you 5 seconds more. If you haven't seen it, please give it a try. You do have to watch this on BBC or Disney Plus, and we're going to start that right now. You can mute. Don't mind me, I'm just jamming out to the music. All right, so not everybody's going to be done this episode right at the same time. If you were watching it live on BBC, you already finished it. I just finished it. If you push play after me, then you're still watching. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to quickly take a quick break. We will be back in just a couple of minutes, and we'll talk about this. That'll give Nick a chance to come back, Kevo to have a chance to come back, anyone else who might be joining us. So we're going to do that and take a look-see. So I'll be right back after these messages. Be right back. I forgot that this is not an actual video. This is me sharing.
Ah, okay.
So it's like I thought it was bringing us up under the video. No. So, but that's still the end of the countdown. And why is it still going? Go away. Oh, it's not still going. I've just got another. Again, have another tab going with sound. There we go. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and Whovians of all ages. So yeah, we'll just kind of go through some of these comments here. Alice near the end was feeling a little bit preemptively paranoid at what the ending was going to be, but seemed to be better at the end. So that's good. And we definitely wanted Wilf, and we got her Wilf.
Great little cameo there.
Exactly, setting up the next episode. I love it. Christoph was saying loves that everything has some closure, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree that's good. You need to have, closure, but also, having that bit of a cliffhanger is always good.
Yeah.
Christoph wasn't terribly thrilled with some of the episode, but definitely bumped it up to a 5 or a 6 near the end. Didn't like it as much as part 1, so that's interesting. Looking forward to part 3. Fabulous. If it was 5 out of 10. It was okay. That's fine. Yeah, just there's some people are getting to see a preview of next week's episode. I have not yet. I'm sure
look it up on YouTube later. Yeah.
Exactly. The downside to thing, and yeah, we got Wilf.
Yeah, super good to see him again.
Yeah. It was a weird episode. I agree it was a weird episode, and I definitely liked it myself.
This episode definitely felt, I feel like a lot of the hits so far are almost responses to things he's heard since leaving. And this almost felt like, but what if Donna had been in Midnight? Because everyone always says, Midnight's great, but Donna's not in it. So Donna was in Midnight now.
There you go.
And so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So I definitely, a couple of people thought that the CG was a little bit over the top.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that might be better because my roommate's TVs, I don't have I haven't done the settings, but that the motion smoothing feature. A lot of TVs really mucks with CGI and green screen stuff because it's meant for sports.
Yeah.
And it works really well on sports. It works crap on films and TV. So I kind of want to go in and muck with that before I watch it a second time and see if that fixes some of that.
I also feel like there's even an awareness on the part of a creator like Russell T Davis where he knows that Doctor Who is always going kind of age kind of hokey. So why not swing for the bleachers and really try and do something? We're sitting there watching this like, oh my God, the size of the ship, the way it flipped and changed all the time, and then the way that they moved, it didn't look great. But I remember when Once Upon a Time started, and I really made fun of it for its green screen sets. And then I finally really got into the show several years later, and they still kind of look hokey. But a lot of stuff even still looks like that. At least they are, pushing a boundary and trying for this thing. And that was unlike anything I feel like I've seen in Doctor Who in a very long time.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I know.
In sci-fi.
Exactly. Some people are definitely watching the behind the scenes. But yeah, no, it was definitely interesting. Jake loved it, 10 out of 10. So that's cool, much better than the first one. So we've got some people that thought it was a little bit not as good as the first one. Something that's better, something that's worse. This is all good. Christian has been joining us kind of from the comments as well. So yes, if you're watching, like, comment, share your thoughts in the comments. And yes, thank you for all being here for sure. Christoph doesn't have BBC access, so he'll have to watch it later. More Wilf Lug. Alice wants to backtrack a bit. So let's see what's going on. Great episode. Bittersweet seeing Wilf. Yep.
Yeah.
9 out of 10. Remind me of the Midnight episode. There you go. Is exactly what you were saying. All right, so yeah, Alice was one of those didn't really love the first one. This is better, hoping it's going to get better. That's fair. Yes. So for anyone who's confused, let's. This is a 3-part. There's 3 anniversary specials with Doctor and Donna. And yes, so they're connected. It's a mini series more than it is one special split into 3. Is what it's definitely seemed. Nothing wrong with that. For what it is, I'm loving it. Is it great? We'll see. Climax to the storyline. All right.
Yeah, I agree.
I can feel that. I'm wondering if Salty Doggy here liked that the salt bit. But 9 out of 10, yeah. We'll see. Yeah, part 3 should end with the 15th Doctor. So that's very likely. Yep. A generic Facebook user who probably is not as generic if it wasn't for Facebook settings and whatnot.
Facebook, yes.
That could be their name.
It's possible.
That could be their face.
Mr. User. Hello, Mr. User.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. User.
Yes. Facebook is always changing their security preferences, and StreamYard is always trying to keep up. It's entirely plausible that this is coming in from one of our, because we're live on a whole bunch of platforms and areas, so it might be one that's not, something like Christian's personal page, maybe like something that's not showing up as officially technically public, but now at least we can see the comment was there.
From Unit.
Yeah, there we go. Someone from Unit. General Grievous thought it was better than the first one. That's great. Christian is taking some time with his family, so he's not going to be around for the next couple of weeks. He'll be back at some point in the future, possibly after the 60th, possibly in the new year. We'll see how things are going. Tribute on BBC 3 Unleashed for Bernard Cribbins. Yay! All of the Wilf.
Yeah, Wilf really did a whole arc of emotions there. He's happy to see the Doctor and Donna, and then the world is ending. That's a good test of his talents there. He's like, yay! Oh no.
A lot to fit perfectly in one YouTube clip for sure. Yeah. Smart to pack all that in, and God can he deliver it. So
sure. He was very sharp. I noticed, yeah.
Anyone who didn't watch the credits, there was, of course, a in memory of Bernard Cribbins. If you weren't aware, he passed away shortly after filming his scenes for these specials. So that was amazing.
Yeah, I hope he appears a lot in the next episode. But
a few people have commented they're worried that the budget might overshadow in the some of the creativity that comes out of the limited budget they've had. I haven't seen that.
And I get that it's a concern, and it's definitely something to keep an eye on, but I don't necessarily think it's something to worry about too much yet. I think we're going to see Russell having a lot of fun in these specials, but it'll probably normalize for an actual season.
Yeah. And I mean, I know I saw a lot of people saying, oh, it's, Disney money, and oh, it's Disney music. And it's like, it's not Disney, people. Let me be very, it's not Disney. Disney has nothing to do with the production of it. They are streaming it. That is all. This is all coming from Bad Wolf and BBC. That's it.
If it sounds like Disney music, it's because Murray sounds kind of like Disney music. And frankly, I'm sure he is on his most Disney behavior because he probably wants a job, because that's how these things work. That's how Christoph Beck came up through the company. It's how Michael Giacchino came up through the company. I would love to see Murray Gold getting bigger projects. Heck yes. Even though he hates me.
He deserves it.
But Pat feels like the Doctor's back. Definitely agree. Let's see what else we got going on here. This episode reminds me of my pulled pork, a slow kick clicker that tastes great when it was done. Okay, I can see that. It was definitely a slow burn, so I can see that. What Donna did in episode 1 ties in with the song that Bernard did about the removal. Okay. I want to go back and compare and that's the thing. I think we're all going to be going back. Watch 1, 2, watch 1, 2, watch 1, 2, 3, watch 1, 2, 3.
There's a lot of stuff I've noticed. Like in this, the two aliens said some stuff that made me think like Immortals, like the toy maker, and like Rose makes toys. There's a lot of things that are like.
Oh, that's a good connection.
And it might just be theming and like red herrings, but it could be going somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah. And I get you say there's Disney Plus influence. This was all being written and done way before Disney Plus ever came into the picture.
It's in our heads.
Yeah, they because it was Bad Wolf, and then Sony put some money into Bad Wolf. This all happened way before any of the Disney stuff came around.
Right. I'm not saying that it's so different just because of the distributor.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just not. General Grievous, 6.5 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10 from Patricia.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah, Midnight meets the Thing. Everyone's all on board with the Midnight comparison.
David Tennant gets to play another Doctor. How many Doctors do you want to play? Come on.
Oh, I'm hoping for at least 5 before the end. He'll be back. Doctor 20 for the 75th anniversary is also going to be David Tennant.
I mean, he's definitely going to be the next curator role when that is appropriate. Completely.
I really hope that we see Colin Baker's curator. Because he's taken over that role in Big Finish,
right?
From Tom Baker. So I suspect, I hope we see some of that. Because if nothing else, I don't want to see his doctor in that ridiculous outfit that he had in Tales from the TARDIS. It was awful. It wasn't awful. It was just boring. He looked like an old man in a suit and not a doctor. They could have gone, and I'm going off topic, I know, but I really wanted them to do something with his blue outfit. They don't need to do, the patchwork coat on a much larger Colin Baker, but
no, but yeah, color something,
something
to make it.
So it was a course correction, but they went too boring, is what you're saying.
Yeah. It did not feel like a doctor at all. Hope they go back to creating a broadcast. Yes. Oh my God.
Took me a while to get on there.
Yeah. And that's why we took a little bit of a break. I mean, I know anyone who's watching, we were a minute or two behind on my end. You were a few minutes behind me even. So that's kind of why we took that little bit of a break in there.
If I had to guess, I'd say they were probably testing the different reactions to having a landing page ready and then just dropping it.
Mm-hmm. Everybody tag Disney Plus and say, "What the heck, guys? Get that landing page up." Finally, a proper Doctor Who episode. That's a Jorbinite. Same race as Beta Ray Bill. Okay, I actually no, I can see that. I mean, no, but I can also see that definitely. Like, that's definitely the.
I love Beta Ray Bill.
That's
that's so funny.
That's nice. Yeah, that would be cool.
Well, the thing I said, I turned to my husband because we covered the whole Alien franchise in our podcast a few years ago, and it's his favorite movie of all time. And I was like, it's literally Space Jockey, except it's a horse. So it's the opposite of Space Jockey. It's Space Horse.
Yeah.
Nice reference.
Yeah.
10 points.
General Grievous. No. First special was 6.5. 8 out of 10 for special 2. Cool. Corbinite, not Jorbinite. Yes, Tom Baker is definitely looking frail. If you've seen photos of him recently, he's not looking the same, even as he was just a few years ago.
He's still getting out and about, though. That's good.
Yes, he is, and that's very important. So let's just not go back to Peter Capaldi, thanks. Yeah, no, it's all the writing. Capaldi is an amazing actor, and I think he had some of the best episodes of modern Doctor Who. But he also had Sonic sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, watch yourself.
Hey, I don't love those Sonic sunglasses. That's a little too cheesy for me. As like a one-off thing, maybe, but as replacing the screwdriver with it was just like, come on.
Permanently replacing them would have been bad. I would love to see them again, but yes, a one series use was definitely enough. I love all sort of Sonic gadgets. But yeah, that couldn't have been like 5 years Sonic specs. No, completely. Absolutely.
I could totally see Tennant, 14 pulling that out. I mean, he's got his glasses, right? So I could certainly see him pulling that up.
Shooty would have an upgrade, something like that. But again, not on the regular.
No.
Yeah, like it's just. What else we got going on? Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight. Looks like you're talking about Tennant. Capaldi rocked. Yes, Capaldi definitely rocked. Like I said, he's amazing. He is such a great actor. And once Clara left, honestly, and that's my own rant, is Clara should have left when she said she was going to at the end of the 50th. And I think we would have had a very different Capaldi era had she not stayed.
Yeah, and I have no proof of this, but I still have my whole theory where I feel like Matt was supposed to be around longer, and Moffat just sort of lost the thread when he had to regenerate, because it's so meandering for all of Peter Capaldi's run, and like it's beautiful art, but like as a television viewer, that was 3 seasons of this kind of went nowhere.
Yeah. It's a little bit better. I found it was a little better if you binged it.
Yeah.
When I watched
so much TV is today.
When it was live and I was watching, it was like, okay, great. He's this cranky old man. I love it. I'm here for it. Oh, now he's a rock star. Now he's got Sonic sunglasses. And now we're back to this. And now we've got the professor.
Yeah.
He was just there was no. It seemed like he was jumping around a lot, but when you actually binge it, is less choppy than it
you
feels.
can see more of the arc if you binge it. Definitely,
Yeah.
improves as a person. Becomes less cranky.
Yeah.
It's a quieter arc than the Silence, Trenzalore, etc., etc., and all of that building up over like 3 years and wrapping up in one singular episode so explosively.
Yeah.
Like I was looking for the next Trenzalore. There was no next Trenzalore. It was just about like living with being mortal and also for the Doctor kind of immortal.
Yeah.
And again, beautiful, but he'd been an action hero and all that crap, and he still kind of was a lot of the time.
Yeah.
In a tank. So that was his Ferrari, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Capaldi played a doctor in World War Z.
Who? Yeah.
Bump. Yeah, agree about Clara. They weren't a good mix. I don't think they were a bad mix. I just she was the weakest of his companions by far. And yes, I would 100% want that spinoff of Clara and me.
Yeah,
I want that. Even if I don't even care if I see them like just kind of their TARDIS spinning around through the background somewhere and just leave it.
Mm-hmm. Like an Easter egg. That'd
be cute. Yeah. Well, like I said, he was great, and I want him to be. He wasn't. He's definitely deserved better. That may have the only scene with. No, it is not. No, we already know that there's other scenes with him. I mean, even the ending, we know that it's not the case. But I
don't know how active he was at the time that they filmed. I don't know how much they can actually use him, but what he did was great. So just give us more of that, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, what? Good point. Use the holidays to rewatch 13th. Like I said, it's a thing, right? Yeah, here's our friend, Mr. User.
Hey, Mr. User.
It's all about have a great session.
Have
a great one.
User.
Thank you, and for joining us. Did anyone notice that there's new glass in the TARDIS?
New glass.
When you only saw like this much of it, because before it was very, very white. They have a slightly wavier, like a different textured glass in there, is what it seemed to be. It was a little bit more transparent, but frosted rather than.
Which part? The window?
Yeah, the windows at the top of the door. I could be just maybe I just noticed it more because the interior is so much more color lit.
Right. Yeah.
Now I shall have to watch them again.
Yeah. Oh no! Darn it all!
Oh darn!
Yeah. Did I hear it right that there was a Flux Timeless Child reference? I think there was one in there, definitely. We know that RTD is not going to be ignoring it. He said it's there, acknowledged. More frosted. I think it was like less frosted, more textured. Like lantern glass that's like got a pebbled texture, and then also some ridges. Is what I seem to see. Okay. Need a rewatch. Yep. Thanks for the watch long. Kudos to Disney Plus to get Doctor Who in sync globally after all these decades. Yes.
Yep.
So much yes. So much yes.
Nice.
It's keep those nosy drones out glass. Okay, no, I'm down for that description of it.
I mean, yeah.
Some privacy.
But yeah, no, it's slowly building, and it will definitely be interesting to see what sticks around for Shooty and what doesn't. I like the TARDIS interior. I hope it gets a little bit of a change, just so that Shooty's not inheriting a TARDIS in the same way that Tennant did at the beginning.
Well, now they can just change the color. Boom.
Yeah, but that's also a thing.
I hope it's a little 11 to 12, where like maybe he'll put some furniture in, so it it's a little more personalized.
Exactly. I just got a message from Melanie that it's Melanie's husband's birthday party today, so happy birthday to Mr. Dean out there.
Hey,
and,
that's me next week.
Yeah. Oh, happy birthday, Kevo. And I'm in a couple more weeks. I'm the 22nd.
December babies, heck yeah.
Yeah. So yes, my only birthday. I'm gonna. Kristen told me I need to hype my own stuff more because I'm, since I am gonna host this, I am my only birthday wish is to hit 210 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
That's a very specific number.
It is because from when I made this goal in October, that would be 46 new subscribers for my 46th birthday.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So if you haven't already, go check me out. If you were around to the very beginning, I showed some of those bits of the TARDIS are hosted on my channel. Some are posted on the Traveling TARDIS's channel. The Slinging Paint series is on my channel, so you can watch all of that there. So yay, do the thing. Yay. I wouldn't even ask you to hit that bell. Just subscribe. Need those followers. But I mean, also, follow Kevo. X's show. You can see it in the background, right by there. Yeah. Nick, are you on YouTube as a content anything, Nick?
No.
Cosmic Mask right now.
I just make my movies.
No time for the tubes. No time for you.
Exactly. I'll go find Cosmic Mask magazine for the wonderfulness that is Nick Smith. Happy birthday, guys! Yay!
Birthday December, birthday people.
I really thought we were getting a new console room after it blew up this episode.
No, of course not.
I honestly, I kind of hope it blows up again, just to have it blow up again.
2 episodes back, and I am already remembering the best and worst of Russell T Davies. We talked about it on our show. The climax being the lava cracks, just all sealing back up and everything being fine. That's so Russell T Davies. The TARDIS console room is going to explode and be fine a lot. That's just Russell T Davies, and that's okay. It's okay, Rusty. We love a lot of the stuff you do.
Carrie Ellen forgot to put this in the calendar. Oh, but that's okay. We are, as far as I'm aware, we haven't confirmed this. Melanie will probably be back. I hope to be back on Tuesday at a regular time slot of 6 o'clock Eastern to talk about this with a few other people who couldn't join us, couldn't watch it live. So Carrie Ellen, please tune back in over here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS for that. More happy birthdays. Happy birthday, Mark.
Oh, hope you had a good one.
Thank you, Christoph. Much appreciated. Lots of November babies. Yeah, there's been a lot of November babies too.
The show's a November baby.
Yep. My birthday is a wish for great Doctor Who and world peace.
I just watched both Miscongenialities in a row, so that really asking for world peace means a lot to me right now.
Right.
Why?
Because we're working
something wrong. Was this a punishment?
The second one, yes. The first one is gold. The second one was because we're working on a project that's really going to focus more on the first one. The second one's not good. Again, there's beauty in all art.
Yes.
There's not a lot in this.
I mean, that one's all superficial beauty because that's the kind of the plot.
It tried.
I don't even know if I've seen the second one, and I think I'm gonna keep it that way. Also subbed. Whoops! Now it's December. Yes, it is. Thank you for this group fun. You're welcome, Alice. I'm glad that we are that people are enjoying this. We're gonna do this again next week. So by all means, next Saturday, same time. One of these days, I will have my head far enough out of my own tuchus that I can do a little bit more than just show some clips. I'm going to show a couple more clips of previous shows, but I wanted to do some Doctor Who Worlds Apart because they've got the mobile version I've got access to, so I was going to put that up on the screen and do a little bit of that or do something, and I just couldn't quite get it because it's even earlier in the morning for me, so I just nope, not able to quite get the stuff done. So I'm gonna go kicking and screaming into just like the 14th Doctor. There's my Christian like segue. Anyone else notice that 14 is really good, quote unquote, at letting his emotions out and letting his anger out, his frustration out? He's not holding it in. He's definitely got some some time there where he's just booting it, which is good.
Yeah, why hold back?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a positive thing for the Doctor because he's got a lot to work through.
He sure does.
Do you ever play any of the VR Doctor Who game? No, I do not. I'm not sure if Mackenzie has or hasn't. I don't do a lot of video gaming. Worlds Apart, we started doing here on the show, and they've just done a whole giant revamp of it, or in the process of it. So I haven't had a chance to explore it yet.
I played the TV version of Edge of Reality. It's a lot of fun. So I can imagine the VR would be very immersive. Yes.
Yeah. 14 is married now. Yep. 10 had a girlfriend. 14 has a wife. It's true.
That's funny. That's very funny.
There we go. It took Una a bit to get hooked, but has been around since the 9th. But yeah, I agree. It's there's a lot of people complaining that these feel too much like the 10th Doctor, too nostalgic, not enough anniversary. I'm fine with that. Like, these are so far. Now, I'm not, as it stands, is it going to be good anniversary fodder? Again, I'm going to wait until the end of the next episode. I kind of feel like that is hopefully going to be the bigger version. But as a concept, as a limited thing, I'm fine with this. In fact, I'm enjoying this more than 10 and Donna. I did not like Donna at all originally.
No,
and I'm liking her more now. For whatever reason.
I really want a Doctor Who fandom meme base made out of that moment from Unicorn and the Wasp. That's too salty. That's too much like Series 4. That's too much Dr. Donna. Okay. Like,
if only I knew a guy that was really good with like randomly editing graphics and stuff.
I can't think of anyone offhand.
I can't. Hold on. Let's just look at
your list there.
Yeah, hold on. Look at this. Someone who did this. Wow. This would be amazing. Like, look at how good that is.
Really cool.
I mean, and look how good that is.
Who is doing these things?
Whoever that is absolutely like bow before the greatness good and all of that.
Those old things? That was nothing. That was...
Yes, it is Kevo. Thank you, Kevo, again for all of your hard work.
I banged those out Thanksgiving morning, you know.
And you really did, and it was great. And I thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, Alice resents me for not loving Donna. All right. And I'm gonna say yes, definitely 14 has a lot of it is that connection with Donna.
That's true. That human
stuff. Andrew doesn't think it's feels like anniversary episodes, but they definitely feel like enjoyable specials. Yes. Like I said, I'm willing to hold on that until the end.
Yeah, Andrew was telling me that David Tennant has done 11 specials now. Number 12 will be the Giggle. So he is Mr. Special.
Mr. Special.
It's a whole series worth.
David Tennant's Doctor is very special. Will you guys be reviewing the show on Tuesday? Andrew, as far as I'm aware, yes. That is my plan, my expectation. I believe Melanie is in for that. As I said, Christian is taking some time off, so he won't be around for a couple more weeks. Whatever happened to this spinoff of the Doctor's Daughter? We don't know what's going on with any of the spinoffs.
No.
And there's always been talk of more spinoffs. There's more talk now that it's back on Disney Plus. Keeping in mind, again, Disney's not producing any of this, so they don't actually have a say in that. But I'm sure Russell T. Davies has said he wants to expand the universe. So there's bound to be something. Alice, yes, the next special is next Saturday. Same timey-wimey, same placey-wacey.
Yeah.
It doesn't work nearly as well. But yes, it is.
On that.
Somebody dropped that in when I said same bat time, same bat channel, and no, and then no, same timey-wimey. Like, yeah, same timey-wimey, same placey-wacey. No, that's.
I mean, Same time and space.
Yeah. Say, there we go. Kevo's got it.
I like branding.
Yes, you do. So
It's
yeah,
like I realized that's why each special probably has its own landing page, because then that'll be even faster that Disney Plus can have a Doctor Who collection landing page, and then it'll have the 3 specials and the show, and hopefully more content that I think they'll want to encourage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Disney.
Disney Wisney.
Disney.
What?
Christoph started with 9 as well, and next Netflix for a while had it.
Yeah, that was a great way to just jump back in, watch some classic Who as well.
Is this a kids channel? I can answer the question about the Doctor's Donna, but gotta keep it clean. We try to keep it family friendly. Yes, it is not a kids channel specifically, but yes,
we're a bunch of big kids.
We yes, exactly. We're a bunch of big kids. We try to keep that.
We know the answer.
We know exactly. Big wink there.
The Big Finish spin-off Jenny audio specials are a lot of fun. It's such an obvious choice to do a show with her.
Mm-hmm.
But they are perfect. So we just need the visual version. That's all.
Agreed. Let me pitch this to you guys. Now, whether it's live or animated, I don't care. I want the inside of the TARDIS. I want a lower decks of the TARDIS. I want that ridiculousness that is lower decks with the TARDIS, the personification of the TARDIS, and what the TARDIS does when the Doctor leaves. Because theoretically, the Doctor's still there, or has gone off, and the TARDIS just stays there. But there's nothing we've established. The TARDIS can go off wherever the heck it wants.
Yeah.
Well, for example, the Husbands of River song is technically an episode just like that. It's just the Doctor stumbled upon River having an adventure using the TARDIS behind his back. He has no idea how many of those there were.
Exactly.
So sort of like that.
And you could end up with this whole cast of miscreants and misfits that are just kind of hanging out at the pool that we never get to see. And all those areas that they talk about that we never get to see. And eventually, maybe, a Doctor will walk in just in time for it to not happen.
Yeah.
But which was the movie? One of the Barnyard cartoons that, dude, I got an arm. The all the animals are having a party, but the human never catches it. I'd love that sort of a thing.
Yeah, that is fun.
Love the TARDIS's lower decks idea. Maybe there's actual people working in the TARDIS to keep it running. I don't know if it'll go that far. Like I said, I want the TARDIS to have its own individual personality. It's still just the TARDIS as being the TARDIS, but maybe.
I wonder if maybe we'll start to see TARDIS drones. They've started using drones more on Strange New Worlds and Discovery, and I think part of what we are seeing is an attempt to keep up with a lot of the evolving sci-fi. I get where a lot of people are nervous about what the Sonic can do now, but the Sonic is kind of incredibly weak compared to a lot of science fiction today. And they need to keep up. It starts to get a little ridiculous that the Doctor isn't keeping up with other science fiction ideas. And so it's not a laser, it doesn't make projectiles, it makes shields. So that's really cool. And that's very Doctor Who. So I think TARDIS drones and them having sort of personalities like droids from Star Wars, I think that would be very Doctor Who.
Yeah, and I see what you mean. If he's so technologically advanced, why doesn't he have a drone or whatever we have these days, rather than just using his head?
Because he didn't need to. It gave me Amy and Rory vibes of them in the corridors of the TARDIS. Yeah, and that's a little bit of what I was in my head. The lower decks idea. It's like a fridge and goes to sleep with the lights out. Yes, that's again same idea. There's a name for a YouTube channel. Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. It's like a fridge that goes to sleep with the lights out. No, that's a little long for a YouTube channel.
That's the byline.
Yeah, there we go. Grumpy TARDIS repair robots. Yes. Oh, can we have 14 of them?
Oh yeah. Oh,
14 repair robots.
If there were little ones that all look like the Doctor, and so like
subtle paint jobs or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh,
And
that'd be cute.
super grumpy Capaldi one.
Free idea, just source back to us.
Yep, there we go. RT just promised
Call me
spinoffs.
dad.
Anything's possible. Just don't overdo it like Star Wars and Marvel. Okay, and that's a valid complaint. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Kevo, you're generally on the pro Marvel side of things. I am as well.
Pro everything. I'm on team happy. I'm on team want.
Happy.
I mean, Secret Invasion, for some people, that's going to be perfect. Just what they want. So give us a Secret Invasion. Give us a spy story. Give us a Doctor Who can tell all kinds of different stories. So give the spin-offs for the
maybe don't give us the Secret Invasion one though.
No, not really.
That's good version.
But
I'm not. I didn't love that. That's a whole other conversation. I didn't hate it as much as most people, but
the version of Secret Invasion that's a really long movie instead of a TV show.
Yes,
that
we can do that too. Absolutely, a spin-off does not have to be a whole season. It could be a special, just like the specials we're seeing here.
Nope. Alice wants 42 grumpy robots.
Sure.
They could be like sassy drones on Red Dwarf. Yeah. As long as we got a talking toaster as well, I'm fine with that.
A lot of options.
Mm-hmm. I like some really dark, scary episodes. This one did a good job of kind of the psychological horror without being horror. Thriller horror, I guess. I think it did a really good job of that.
You can't go too hard because it is still a special, even if it's not like giving 60th anniversary vibes. It's the specific structure. It is a special. So like you can't really make it too, Waters of Mars.
Yeah. You got to keep it again. And it is the first one. And again, not Disney influence, but being aware that this is also the first stuff on Disney. So there's self-awareness in production and as opposed to influence there. It's like we know where this is going to be. Let's kind of keep it PG, pushing PG-13, but really it's just PG. There's definitely been some good, dark, scary episodes. I could see this one getting into next year's Halloween lists of kind of the darkest.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of doing a scariest episodes, we do a darkest episodes or something like that. Again, I think Disney in the mix in this context, I think is definitely we have an open door to have these conversations with Disney. I think that's a valid thing. I don't know if I want to see Marvin or Bender, but I want to see Death's Head.
I imagine we're gonna see Simpsons short at some point. I'm surprised we didn't for the 60th already, but that's something they love doing for sure. Yeah. So I'm surprised we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. No, I want Death's Head. Now that we've got that open door with Disney / Marvel, we can get that. And I don't even know who owns that. Honestly, that copyright. I'm fairly certain it is Marvel because there was a Death's Head 2 and Death's Head appeared beyond just Doctor Who magazine and Doctor Who comics.
But he's a Transformers character, and
he's all over the place.
5 different people might be involved in.
He's pre-Deadpool. He's Deadpool before Deadpool. Just shows up wherever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Creepy. Yes, it was. Tasty cakes.
It's so weird. I have a friend texting me, texted me a GIF of the TARDIS because she watched because it's available. It dropped on Disney Plus, and it's so weird that we are now in this era where I don't need to wait for my friends who are pirates to help other people and make sure that people everywhere have seen the episode. It's just out.
Yeah,
crazy.
I love it. Will it be Disney profile avatars? Anyone know? I have not heard anything about it. I'm looking, but that would be. I kind of, when someone else goes looking and mentions it, I might go looking. I should go looking now that someone's mentioned it.
I would use that thing.
We had a a Star Trek crossover. That's true. I have to wait for it to be pirated a couple hours. I didn't see that.
Yo ho.
Yo ho. Yo ho, yo ho.
We respect the struggle.
Yes, we do. It's all about those sea devils. Waiting for the
episode.
There's our new term for it to be sea deviled.
Sea deviled.
Okay, I'm down.
Since the sea devils are all pirates now, anyway.
It's the kind of shenanigans the sea devils would get up to.
Exactly.
Pirate turtles.
I don't like it to happen. Well, went out earlier. A group of teens were talking about the TARDIS. That's
Love
cool.
to hear it.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
Yeah.
Hashtag sea deviled.
Now I'm thinking about eggs. Sea deviled eggs.
Sea devilry.
Nice little TARDIS spread.
Yeah. No, Andrew, they weren't by the actual the police box in London, were they? 'Cause that would make more sense. Or were they just kind of randomly out and about talking about it? Curious.
That would be so cool, though.
What?
That would just be so cool, though. Make the kids talk about Doctor Who. Make it cool. Make it young. Make it hip.
Someone was saying they wanted to see, the TARDIS more Doctor Who stuff at Disney World, which I'm down for. They've done it before.
Sure.
They've done it before, but I would love to see a TARDIS, not in the maybe one day of it dropped in the middle of the street in the middle of the UK pavilion, and then take it away.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple days later, you put it somewhere else. Not in the middle, explicitly not in the middle of the street. Put it around the corner behind a couple of trees.
Yeah.
Not by trees, but yeah, I know the spot.
Not completely.
It would go.
Or you have to.
How about on top of the tree?
Yeah.
It would be up on the hill on the Canada Pavilion. It would be back by where the Beatles play in the UK. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Kristen sent me a picture. Apparently, the Canada Pavilion is all under construction right now.
Oh.
My theory on this, because I really, if you go back to some of our lives when I was last in Florida, Kristen took me through running around the Canada Pavilion, and I was not happy with it. There was nothing very little that was uniquely Canadian. It was Old West. Which is a distinct. It's a distinct.
I love hearing this.
It's a distinct era of Canada. I admit this. It just isn't distinct. Hasn't been distinctly Canadian in a few centuries, kind of thing. But so it's now it's under construction. So when Dave speaks,
oh my God,
the mouse listens.
You're all too polite to give any criticism about your pavilion. So this is literally the first time I'm ever hearing anyone say anything about it. So I'm fascinated.
It
just sits there.
Yeah, and there's some really nice stuff
there to make it authentic. What would you put in there?
I don't know, because that's the problem. That is the problem with Canada, is you could have basically an entire Canada land.
Canada land.
They did the film that they put out. You go in, there's a big a little 360 short film. That's gorgeous, and it's really well done. Yeah. I admit I did like the hotel, because there is an old railway CPR railway owned hotel, because those do still exist, and those are some nice hotels. That. That's a very distinctive style. So there was a lot there. Like I said, I just would try and get a little bit less of the Old West feeling out of it. I don't even necessarily hate the era. Just there's more to Canada than beaver trapping and
I mean, it's mostly just there for the Cellier to have somewhere to be. So that's why they haven't really done anything with it. I'm fascinated to hear they're doing construction. That is really awesome.
Yeah. I don't even need to go look. Can't find any Doctor Who avatars in Disney Plus settings yet.
Yeah.
So yay, TARDIS. Death's Head is a fictional comic book character. Yes, he is. Created by writers Simon Furman and Jeff Senior. Originally published by Marvel UK. Hasbro did make it a Death's Head 2 figure. I think I've seen that. I also, again, because that was my era when I was really collecting comics, I did have the original Death's Head 2 stuff. which is not nearly as much of a fun character. But
well, Simon Furman is awesome. He wrote a little thing about Draw Death's Head Day, because that's a thing. Every year we have a Draw Death's Head thing. He wrote for Cosmic Mask just about, how happy he is that people are still talking about Death's Head.
Yay! That's awesome. Also popped in the TV merch store, and they had lots of Doctor Who merch, and people were snapping it up. Nice. Mounties. Yep, that's the thing. Yeah, we can't deny that. Mounties are a little bit harder to use because the Royal Canadian Mounted Police own those merchandising rights specifically, which is interesting. Alice, gotta go. See Alice. Hopefully we'll see you either on Tuesday or next week on Saturday. I think Disney's not going to mess with Doctor Who. They just feature it globally. This is very true. The show is British and will stay British. This is correct. At least that's the way I understand it. Also correct. Disney has had Doctor Who merchandise in the past. They have had it in the UK pavilion. They've had it in their. They're not out to lunch. And let's be honest here. BBC wants their merch, and Disney, for whatever else, is one of the biggest merchandising companies on the planet. Yeah. We also know that a lot of Doctor Who licenses have not, the last 5 years even, have not been getting renewed. So we're getting into this harder to find new merch era. I strongly think that's probably at least part of it. I can't imagine there not being. But there's got to be something holding it up, because why is there not a Meep doll yet? That I don't understand. That should have been out. That should have been out on store floors at 1 minute after the episode closed.
Right. It's not like Baby Yoda / Grogu where they didn't reveal the character. We'd already seen the Star Beast.
Yeah, and even Grogu, there was a couple of leaks of. They knew that it was coming because the merch was out right away.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if the BBC Disney Plus deal is fixed or minimal duration? We know that it will be shooty. That's all we. I think that's all we officially know at this point. The classic Doctor stuff is in different areas or in different places, depending on where you live. Same thing with the rest of the early Doctor stuff. I think part of why that is, as far as the reboot, as far as the 2005-9 forward, might be, at least in part, like the licensing and distribution rights on Jodie specifically. Amazon Prime, at least in Canada, has all of the Doctors up to 13. But being the newest one, if they'd signed a 5-year distribution deal with Bell Media up here, with Crave and CTV Sci-Fi, if that was a 5-year deal, and they went, we're breaking that deal, but we're also not, you can't air it, but we're not going to either. That could explain why Jodie's not around on any, at this point, any service that I'm aware of. Correct. She might be in on the BBC iPlayer.
She's on Max as well.
On Max, okay. So yeah, so the guys that, but again, Canada, they had a TV, they had a specific deal, kind of like Australia had a very specific deal, different one. But yeah, Bell Media / CTV and CTV Sci-Fi has a lot of great stuff. When Picard was still streaming, it was only a streaming thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, what are we gonna do in Canada?" We just watched it on TV.
Wow.
We got the Picard F-bomb on TV.
Oh wow.
They didn't edit that at all. Star Trek fans demanding Murph and Moopsie merch so loud that some Chinese companies that don't care about copyright have started to deliver. Yeah. That's always going to happen. I cannot support this. If only because that also mucks up with the gaming industry, and that's
sure.
Kind of a thing. Don't think it has a duration. They're going to feature the new Doctor series coming out. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going at least as long as Shooty, which we already know is at least 3 series. Sorry, at least 3 seasons again.
Well, I'm looking at the Bad Wolf contract where they have, the contract to make the show for a certain amount of time. That's how long.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're talking to Disney Plus, and then beyond that, we just don't know.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different contracts going in there. Who knows? And some of that will depend on, what does RTD do after Shooty? Whether Bad Wolf continues to produce it. I hope so. And yay! Thank you, Christian. Christian is following along. Yes, follow me. Follow everybody, but yes, follow me. And that Linktree address has all of my socials. Thanks for answering all my comments. I promise I'll get less chatty over time. You know what? We don't mind chatty. We
absolutely.
We may not we won't get to every comment all the time, but we love having these conversations. That's why we do it. I think we're getting to a point where we're almost done for the day. We're hitting 2.5 hours, coming close.
Get down. I went tears of pride from watching that show.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Nick, you've got Cosmic Mask. We still don't know when the next issue is coming out.
No, we're taking a little breaky.
So we'll have that. Do I still have the picture of the last one up here? Nope, it got disappeared. But the most recent issue is out. I've got a couple of things in there. So you can
there's a couple of mentions of Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Yep. We've got Tasty Cake makes a little comment in there. We got all our friends just kind of
the best.
Contributing, talking about the 60th.
There we go. And it looks like Kevo has changed his background, so I'm assuming Kevo has something to hype up.
I was waiting until the mic was passed to me. I know better than to try to step on anyone else's cues or anything. No, this is just what we got going on later today.
Oh.
Last week we did a tiered showdown of holiday music. That was a lot of fun, and a lot longer than this broadcast is probably going to be. We picked maybe too many songs. There was like 32. It took the whole 3-hour broadcast and then some. This is just, we're going to be going through the history of the most popular toys of the holiday season over the last, 25 or so years, because it's just fascinating to look at history and stuff like that.
It is. And so for people who are watching, we're coming up on 3:30 Eastern. What time are you going live on that?
About 2.5 hours from now. So
2.5 hours from now.
We usually broadcast around 5 or 6 on Saturday and Sunday. So definitely check us out.
Oh, look, Tasty Case will be there. Yay!
Of course. He's great.
And because it just took me a few minutes to find it, ding, there's the Cosmic Mask. That's the most recent cover. Melanie, our own Melanie Dean, does have some artwork in there as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Check out X's for Show with Kevo. For me, I've got coming up here on the 12th, so after we talk about the third one on a Tuesday, I'm going to be hosting a birthday party online. The Birthday Burglary is a escape room style card game that is
how do you find stuff in there?
Only that big.
Oh wow.
So this is tiny. You can go to the Grand Gamers Guild's website and get the print and play version. And honestly, for that many cards, the print and play is one of the only products I say, yeah, go ahead and get the print and play.
Yeah.
And then you can actually play along with me. You pick it up, you print it out, and we can solve it. You can stick your suggestions in the comment section.
Nice.
I'm hoping to have a few friends come on the show. Kevo, if you wanted to come and try and solve this with us on the air,
Yeah.
Celebrate. You got a birthday. When is your actual birthday?
The 10th. It's the day after the last special.
So and this is the 12th. So this is a good timing for you to come join the birthday.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing that over on my YouTube channel. And I want to close out with a 1 minute. This is one of the things I was doing yesterday, filming yesterday and did today, finished editing together. And this is not even going to go up on my YouTube channel for a couple of months because I want to get through the holiday season. But this is a quick little short that I have just mostly finished editing. So it's only a minute long because it's going to be a YouTube short. What's up, Internet? Paparazzo Dave Chapman here. I've got something super exciting for you because today I'm making Farlow Strawberry Shortcake from Cozy Companion from Snowbright Studios. Start by slicing up a pound of fresh strawberries. Then mix in some sugar. In a separate bowl, mix together flour, sugar, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Grate and cut in cold butter. Add in buttermilk and mix to make a soft dough. Divide into 4 to 6 individual biscuits and brush with some extra buttermilk. Split the biscuit, fill with whipped cream and the strawberries from earlier, and you've got a delicious dessert. For the complete recipe, check out Volume 3 of Cozy Companion and Tea Time Adventures from Snowbright Studios.
Wow.
Yo. Nah, prop.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. So delicious.
Very nice.
It is. It's not a proper shortcake. It is more of a scone.
Sure.
Oh, I made that same recipe on our Canadian Thanksgiving foodie special. So you can see a little bit more detail there, but I didn't get a chance to actually film a proper short for it. Snowbright Studio is gonna send me an advanced copy of the recipe for their December issue of Cozy Companions. Hopefully, I'll have that up here soon. The only other thing I'm going to show off, Looney Labs every year does a free for anybody, not free with purchase, holiday gift, and that arrived. I'm not going to show exactly what it is, but it's involves cards, so you can get that for free on the Looney Labs thing. I don't want people are still waiting for it. They're going to do another shipment at the end of the month, so I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I won't actually open that just yet.
Not Sea Deviled from Ireland or somewhere like that?
No, exactly.
Okay.
But
love that you're making this a thing.
Yeah, let's do this. All right, so at that point, we will see you guys hopefully on Tuesday at a regular time, at 6 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock for me, and definitely we'll be back next Saturday again. Our YouTube channel, and it is up. We should have a landing page on YouTube right now for the giggle next week.
Sure it is.
So go wait.
Excited. Yep. So you can go. You can hit that. Hit the notify me button so you don't forget about it, because you don't have to set a reminder. Again, I'll be going live earlier than what that shows. What I'll be doing, I don't know, but I'll definitely be going live earlier. So if there is nothing else from either of you, again, like, comment, share, all of those other fun things. In the meantime, Tony, take us away.